old story about Bernard Baruch, that he had his shoes shined every morning by the same shoe shine boy. And one morning, the shoe shine boy gave him a stock tip. And Baruch went to his office, called up his broker, and said, "Sell me out." And shoe shine boys are giving stock tips. It's time to get out.
As summer turned to fall, the mood changed. As the stock market dipped, then rose, then lurched downwards again, investors grew increasingly uneasy. In September, an economist named Roger Babson sent a wave of fear rippling through Wall Street when he warned that sooner or later a crash is coming, and it may be terrific. And then the bottom fell out. On Wednesday, October 23rd, 1929, the first waves of panicky selling began to drive down the price of blue-chip stocks, like Westinghouse and General Electric. The following morning, the fear turned to panic, and brokers began unloading margin accounts at record speed. Stock prices plummeted sickeningly across the board, spurring the rush of sell orders from terrified speculators still more. As anguished shrieks rose up from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, the visitors' gallery was cleared. In less than 2 hours, nearly $10 billion invested in stocks was simply wiped out. Outside on the street, crowds massed 6 deep in front of the stock exchange, while hundreds more stood in shocked silence on the steps of Federal Hall. Newspapers would later try to describe the uncanny murmuring sound that echoed off the stone facades of the financial district that morning. It was a collective moan of horror and grief and stunned disbelief, rising up from thousands of ruined, frightened men. The biggest crowds gathered outside the House of Morgan, desperately hoping for a miracle. Cheers broke out when word came that a consortium of bankers had agreed to pump hundreds of millions of dollars into the stock exchange to shore up the faltering market. Word spread that once again, the day had been saved by the House of Morgan. But the day had not been saved. On Friday, with the market apparently stabilized, the banks withdrew their funds.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Black Thursday, October 24th, 1929 stream. It was a very scary day today, as you can see on the chart. The lowest price we had seen since late 1928. Almost 52-week lows today. Very scary, volatile price action. I believe we had over 13 million on the volume ticker today. And we didn't get those numbers till 7:07 p.m. this evening. Very scary stuff. But as you can see, the support resistance from November 1928, January 29, February 29. You can see the buyers defended, and we were only down about 2% today. But at the lows, Mother of God, the Dow Jones Industrial was down 11% today. So some people are beginning to think that maybe the worst is over, chat. Can you hear me? Can we get a check on the sound here? We have this old technology from the 1920s. I just want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear, because these are some trying, troubling times. And the president did speak today. Yes, President Herbert Hoover. He spoke to us. He said some things, but I do want to real quick go over some certain things before we go into Bitcoin. I don't know what this is. What is this? Devilry. Thank you. So, today's market and news. Brought to you by asbestos flavored cigarettes. Oh, the best cigarettes. Stocks declined sharply on largest turnover in stock exchange history. The Chile Copper declared $1.50 extra in regular 87 over one half cents quarterly dividends. The New York Federal Reserve Bank lowered buying rate on bankers' acceptance to 5% from 5 1/8%. Chicago wheat declined as much as 13 cents a bushel at the day's lows, closing off 5 to 5.8% or cents, December at 120 1/4 off 5. Goodness, General Railway Signal earned $5.53 a common share in 9 months ended September 30th against $3.34 a share in 1928 period. General Motors earned $1.58 a common share the third quarter against $1.77 a share in 1928 a period. Very interesting. The news that's coming out today is we understand that the president did have a speech, and he said briefly, the fundamental business of the country, that is production and distribution of commodities, is on a sound and prosperous basis. The best evidence is that although production and consumption are at high levels, the average price of commodities as a whole have not increased, and there have been no appreciable increases in the stocks of manufactured goods. Moreover, there has been a tendency of wages to increase. The output per worker in many industries again shows an increase, all of which indicates healthy condition. So it seems President Herbert Hoover is saying everything is fine. He says a temporary drop in grain prices sympathetically with stock exchange prices usually happens, but as the Department of Agriculture points out, the overriding fact in grain is that this year's world wheat harvest is estimated to be 500 million bushels less than that of last year, which will result in a very low carryover at the end of the harvest year. So we're talking about commodities. Very scary stuff, but it seems like the president is reassuring us everything is fine. And maybe the worst is behind us, because we do have a very well-respected pundit on Wall Street. You all know his name well, Waldo Young. Come on, Waldo Young. Come on. It's him. It's Waldo Young. You know what he says? He says it is over. We have seen the worst. Heaven forbid that anything worse than yesterday on the stock exchange 2 days ago should be possible. He says, I have personally been through the declines of 1903, 1907, 1914, and 1920. As I recall the worst days of those panics, none of them was as wicked on the floor on the exchange as this artificial panic of 1929. You hear that, chat? You hear that? He says an artificial panic. This is just a gully. He said the whole country was involved in trading, and it was quite the volume day, as we discussed earlier, around over 13 million shares exchanged. Crazy stuff. Okay, so what were we talking about, on the Dow Jones Industrial last week, really? We were talking about the first lower high. Yes, that's right, the first lower high we had seen in a long time, and you can all remember it from the streams back in 1928 when there really was a panic. There was a panic where we had a substantial drawdown on the Dow Jones Industrial after that lower high that took us down about 9% in 20 days. Very scary. But here it is. And now we're below the 200-day moving average, and all this should be okay, apparently, according to everyone. All right. Waldo or Kramer? Yeah, really. Oh, my God, dude. So, okay. That's like, that was my acting. That was my fun. Right? I don't know if you know this song. This song is called Feel So Good. Feel So Good, ladies and gentlemen. From a young whippersnapper out of Indianapolis, a very talented individual. This is one of the bangers that is hitting the radio waves like none before. But it doesn't feel so good today. Anyway, all right. So what happened, chat, after today's anniversary?
Whoa.
Yes, the wah-wah-wee-was in the chat. Wah-wah-wee-was. Thank you for the wah-wah-wee-was. So here it is. It's a little slow. Hold on. It's a little way too slow. Let's go There it is. Oh, everything's... Oh, my God! We're just going to take a minute, look at this, and then we'll get to Bitcoin. Okay? We're going to get to Bitcoin and all the stocks in current time. That is not good. Okay, so the panic certainly did not finish or conclude. Black Tuesday was scary. Black Thursday, Black Monday. You had all kinds of black days. But this didn't stop for a long time. This is the dead cat bounce. Was it a 50% retrace here? So we can go a little faster. I think that was it. Let's go 3 times. Those shorts were getting squeezed, were they not? Okay, so the dead cat bounce had not concluded. I don't want to go much faster. Let's go 10. All right, here we go. So okay, the dead cat bounced the 200-day moving average, and that was it. Wow, how crazy, man! You never saw those prices again for a very, very long time. Okay. So we will legit now. We'll switch it to real life. I know. Hey, look, man. I understand people are limited on time. They're here, you know, for information and value. I will try to apply that now. Just know, you know, it's like, come on, man. If we can't do days like this and have fun, you're out of your effing mind. You're nuts if you can't appreciate just stuff like this occasionally. Barely ever happens, right? All right. So here's Bitcoin. If in 48 minutes. It will be the highest daily candle close for the year 2023, the highest daily candle close since, well, there you go, May 7th of 2022. So that's a significant rally today despite the pullbacks and the drama and all the things. All right, BlackRock getting sued. They're getting fined $2.5 million. The whole, what happened? Oh, my God. You know, BlackRock's iShares, Bitcoin, it got taken off the whatever, the list, and people panicked. It didn't matter. None of it matters. You have colossal breakout. And there's just not much resistance here. I mean, like, there's like potential support resistance, but like, dude, again, historical price action, you're looking like $38,000, $40,000 eventually above this level. You know, I mean, unless some sort of like insane selling comes in that it draws you down below 30K very soon, like that's the only way all of this breakout's invalidated. It has to be soon. All right. So what a day. If you don't know, a lot of the altcoins got wrecked. 2 Bitcoin pairs today. It was nasty. Or my alert went off a couple times on the Ethereum debate. Well, you know, let's go to Ethereum. Go to the Ethereum chart, Ethereum to US dollar. Okay, cool. It is above 1728. And in fact, today, a bullish back test of the level confirmed. And you're working on your highest daily candle close since August 16th. Working on a daily candle close above the 200 simple moving average. So that's really good too. I mean, like, okay, recovery. Working on a recovery here. You know, slow going, but no supply line tested yet. Going back to April and July of this year, not even. And you know, you got your work cut out for you for a while. I mean, 2043 is virtually Bitcoin's 31K. All right, so if like Ethereum can break 2043, now we're in business. We're talking about, hey, that's when Bitcoin breaks, again, 31K. And you see a huge markup in price, but it's still the Bitcoin show if you don't know. If you don't know. How do we know? We can look at the pairings. There it is. I mean, right? Another day. Another fresh daily candle close confirmed in 45 minutes. And wow, you know what? You're so close. I mean, if Bitcoin has a little pump here in power, we are in power hour, right?
It's time for power hour.
If Bitcoin has a little rally here, which it looks pretty good, right? My God, dude, resilient. We could be looking at our lowest daily candle close since May of 2021, but for now, you're still holding just above that candle low close from June 16th, June 18th, 2022. That would be Black Saturday in the crypto world. All right, so brutal route for anyone that would be bullish here. A bearish back test of 5.5 million sats. That was confirmed. Nasty selling coming in, down 1.7%. So that's how you know the Bitcoin show is still ongoing. You can go to Bitcoin Dominance to also get some confirmation here. There it is, chat. There it is. Phase E of Wyckoff accumulation. A massive engulfing candle yesterday, and that is catching the follow-through today, as you see. 44 minutes to the close. This is my 1929 accent, all right? Working on a highest daily counter close since April of 2021. Rejoice. The Bitcoin Show. Okay. Here's the problem with, I was going to do that, Cactus, but individual stocks on TradingView, their data like all stops in like the 1960s. And I know for a fact the companies I was looking at, they were trading in the 20s. There's just no data. And so I can't be like, I would have had it all set up too. I was going to do it. We're going to look at Coca-Cola and General Electric, you know, whatever. Okay, Emerson Company, sure. The stream sponsored by the Emerson Company's Iron Lung Devices. Head on down to your local hospital if you are in need of an iron lung. They've helped out many people across this great nation, from sea to shining sea. I think after this stream, I'll have myself at least 2 packs of those asbestos-flavored cigarettes. Give them a shot. I might have some. There's this new thing coming out. Well, it's not new. It's just being imported from Europe. It's absinthe. Okay, absinthe, and apparently there's mercury inside the absinthe with the wormwood to make it super effective. I think I'm gonna have a glass of that when I get back from Wall Street. As you can see, this is footage. This is footage from today behind me. All right, so you get it, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we can look at XRP that did break out. So it's pretty major stuff going on here. Like, it's like, oh, it's cute, haha. I mean, for every day until today on XRP, where, well, it was really yesterday, the confirmed breakout of this May 2022 low that has been, oh, so well respected for too long, right? But not anymore. It's being respected in the bullish manner where it's being broken and it's being back tested as support. So above the 200-day moving average, the stage is set for much higher prices on XRP, assuming Bitcoin doesn't just collapse. I think you got a good shot here. I mean, and I think the hard target eventually 76 cents. It might take a couple weeks or more to get there, but that is the target based on historical price action above this level. Okay, look left and understand there is normally just little supply all the way up till 75 cents. And you can see how many times the price spikes, pumps and dumps. Right, so, Brad, I'm going to lose my mind if the music was too loud on this stream, and the stream's ruined and no one can barely hear me. If that's the case, we're sending you to Prussia, okay? Prussia, yeah, with a P, not the R. Can y'all hear the ooh, this is a great song. This one's called the Under the Tranquil Moon. Beautiful, beautiful music. Can you hear the vinyl playing? Hello, Encrypted Broker. Thank you so much for the $33.98. What would we say? That'd probably be back then. Thank you for the $4 contribution. Thank you so much, Encrypted Broker. $4.
0.0010000 BTC.
Very low music. Okay, well that's good. I mean, should be a little better. Look, man, this is the 20s, okay? You gotta be really patient with me here. Western Dynamics and General Electric going at it. Yes, yes. Okay, so that's XRP. Very, very major development ongoing for the centralized bankers coin.
I wanted to tell you it was fantastic. You went up and visit my really, really good friends at the Space Force yesterday. They really are the way more amazing branch of the armed forces that I created. It was fabulously, stunningly great you were able to make the trip.
Bad Trump, thanks so much. I don't know who you are, but thank you. You have a very elegant sounding voice. Sounds like you're up here from upstate New York. Maybe just in Manhattan. Thank you so much. Sure, you're a wonderful, wonderful guy. Only nice tweets. Thank you. All right, so we go to Binance coin that's down 1%. There it is. There it is. All right, little supply line getting tested. Nice channel. Nice channel. Just ping-ponging between 225 and 237. And that's it so far. It's going to continue to rise. If Bitcoin continues to rise, it will just rise slower and weaker than Bitcoin based on Bitcoin dominance. But if you do break the supply line of 237, you have an easy target of 249. Like just the candle high closes on the daily back from June and July and August. Yes, I know. It's crazy times. Crazy times in the markets. Where we did have a pretty big squeeze today. But yeah, you had some S coins that were up, but they're all down, man. I mean, like two Bitcoin, they're not doing too hot. We could just go ahead and go to the S&P 500 or the spider. Here's your spider. This is what they do, man. They do this. They were earnings today, right? Yes, the earnings, right? Microsoft shot up 5%, Google dumped 5%, so you just kind of, there was negated moves from the market drivers. By the grace of God, back above 422. That's the key inflection point. Takes you to May of 2021. All right. Always the chance that this continued. Bullish divergence would develop and you'd be putting in a confirmation low, but there's just not enough data. You'd like to see some more price action. I'd love to see the price get back above 426 and really start going. But then, even with that being the case, with a rally, it does not mean that you're out of the woods by any means, because all these highs have to be taken out. All of them. So each one is a level of adversity in itself. Because if like the buyers are unable to even test previous highs, very bearish. Even if they break a current high and run to the next one and then fall short and start rolling over, it's not really bullish either. But then the next event would be like, would we put in a higher low than these previous lows? So it's all about price action, and at least you're safe today. Safe, man. S&P. No, it was discussed. They're literally, it was said verbatim and multiple times, so you understood. There can't be a $40 Binance coin if Bitcoin catches the bids on the classic accumulation. It can't happen. Physically can't. And it didn't happen. Exactly. Okay. Wow. You gotta keep watching the streams, man. You keep coming back. You know, 'cause new day, new data, and the data that presented itself on Bitcoin before the pump. It was there. It was literally there. It was like, my God, dude, we seen classic accumulation and the Bitcoin Cash trade setup. It's just like, wow. It was good. All right, here's your Dow Jones, same thing, where it's like, all right, you're below 33,271, but you know, the buyers defended maybe for the second time. I don't think there's near enough price action yet or follow through to say, yep, you've confirmed the bottom. It's time to run. Not quite. Need a few more days of up. You need to get back above 33,271, and yeah, but then again, it's the same thing where like, oh, a rally ensues, you end up making a lower high than 35K. It's not really bullish. Yeah, so okay, cool. Here's your NASDAQ. That again, this is why you literally cannot assume anything. This is why you have to discuss both sides.
Is that a joint? 10x.
Hello, Parabolic Patty Bus. Thanks so much for the $42 contribution. What would that be? That would be around $6, maybe $6 in 1929 money. Thank you so much. A huge contribution right there. Could we please get some... You know what? We'll even do a little... Thank you so much. Is that a joint times 10? Oh my God, am I gonna do it?
Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
I think that was enough. Okay. Thank you so much, dude, for the 42 super chat. And we will look at Rune encrypted broker. We will look at Rune. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. All right, so 13K is the level of levels at this, current area on the chart. You know its inflection point. and buyers defended. And if there is more follow through, then all of a sudden the things we discussed that could happen that hadn't yet, you get maturation of like bullish divergence. And all of a sudden a rally could ensue off of this. So that's all. I mean, so the theme of today, looking at these index funds, buyers are trying to defend. And that's all we have, okay? They are defending successfully, at least for today. I'm going to keep checking back on these every day. Is that a marijuana cigarette? That is the devil's lettuce, they call it. You don't even want to know. Like, me being truthful with the yellow journalism that they put out, I mean, my channel is going to get banned if I actually said it, you know? Crazy. All right, so here's the IWM that was up 0.87%, but like I can't even tell. I mean, about this one, this is like, hey man, more look, it could happen, you know, like triple bullish divergence. But see, the difference between like the Nasdaq and the S&P and kind of the Dow Jones is like the buyers are defending supports. You saw it, right? Look back. It's not my opinion. It's just the way it is. Here, like, the support was broken, and that day was October 19th. I mean, just reality. So, not much to look at. Hard to even tell it's up that much today, right? But hey, maybe, dude. Maybe we're going to triple diverge, and we're going to run here. But even if you run, just be on the lookout for another lower high. The worst performing index of the four. Thanks so much, Beast Tamer. Don't worry, man. Your view and your like and your sub is definitely good enough, man. Thank you so much for the consideration, the kind words. One thing we did not do, we did not ask Jonathan, 1929 Jonathan, what he thought on everything with the scary price action we saw today. Remember, today it was the lowest price intraday we had seen since December of 1928. And intraday at our lows, we were down nearly 11% before the rally. Jonathan, what are your thoughts? Are you scared? Are you nervous? Do you think the bottom is in?
I like turtles.
Thank you so much, Jonathan, for your opinion and your facts on the situation. All right, so here's total. We're visiting total as it is broken 1.2 trillion, and that's because Bitcoin for sure. Some really great news. In 31 minutes, if all stays the same or higher, it would be the highest daily candle close on total, excuse me, since April 18th of this year, and taking out that candle high close from July. So that's great news, man. I mean, there's a valley back from 2021. Good stuff, man. Now, of course, would really like to see total market cap breach 1.257 trillion, as it did briefly. You know, today alone, and I think this might have had something to do with the altcoins. Actually, maybe just XRP. But intraday, total market cap achieved its highest price of the year of 2023 and the highest level since June of 2022. So certainly that warrants Jesus chimes and some hype in the chat. Total market cap gonna save the world.
Don't worry about the
As
crash.
we slip ourselves down into a Great Depression. But we don't really know that yet, do we? All the economists in the world are saying the bottom is in on the stock market. 1929, not like now. Okay. Everyone just relax. Calm down. Just relax. Oh, Crypto Ghost. Don't worry about the crash. He's going to long on US Steel. Dude, I wish I could go to these charts, man, and just like go back to them. But I really think it's probably going to be one of those stupid 1968 things where, there's no data in the 20s, 1920s. Yeah, see, this one only goes back to like 1991, dude. I can't make it exist, so rather limited there. At least I'm not as limited as I was on my effing spaceship when the stream deck just crashed every time yesterday. It was so dumb. But, well, Encrypted Broker wanted to see Ruin.
I think it has a decent
We can just knock
chance
that out
to
real
go
quick.
back up
Thank you
to
so much for again. It was a $33.98 tip.
Thank you so
That was a
much.
Bitcoin tip. Thank you so much for that. But due to inflation, this would be like a $4 contribution to, in 1929. Thank you. Huge money, dude. Wow, Rune, yeah. Rune's been doing some things, hasn't it? Here it is. Yeah, well, I mean, got down. I mean, all that you can tell, like the air of the bubble pop, it finally deflated all the way, and then you went through the despair and depression phase after the bubble popped, and now you could be in the disbelief phase. You really could, where this rally will fail like all the rest. But the key characteristic coming in is now levels that had once been support from June of 2022, Black Saturday, have been regarded as support a multitude of times. And you can see so much demand that the sellers were unable to even test it on this second try here. And now you're running, and in less than 30 minutes, it'll be the highest daily candle close, like yesterday, since, Lord, I mean, probably looking like August of 2022. So you've got, it's a breakout. There is, I mean, the major breakouts kind of occurred here. You could try, someone could argue and be like, look, man, there's a swing low and swing high here from May of 2022, look, June 2022, okay, even July 2022. So that's upon you. 244 easily heat from here. But then above that, clearly $3, $3.05. And you can see why, right? Look, just the swing lows, the swing highs. So it's like 244 and $3 from here. And yeah, some looking like some pretty nice hidden bullish divergence on the higher low. Yeah, this is like a trend reversed, and you're in pretty good shape for higher prices. You don't know when that's going to happen, but you put your lowest low end of the downtrend. You put in your low, then your higher low, then a higher high than the previous high, then a higher low than the previous low, then a higher high than the previous high, then a higher low than the previous low, and now a higher high than the previous high. I mean, you're working on it. So that's a trend reversal situation that's been ongoing, you know. All right, okay, all right. Don't worry, the president said everything was going to be okay. Wages were up across the board. But yes, we are looking like, it does seem like, due to those dreaded wheat bushels, we will have a significantly less crop yield in the coming year than we did before.
To know what you think regarding targets if it still moves up 1D weekly.
No, we can look at it. Thank you, dude. Remember, I'm not able to hear these. I have to like act like I hear them and just read. Okay, let's see here. That was Rune for Encrypted Broker. Thanks again, man, for the contribution. A Parabolic Party Bus just wanted 10 joints. He got his 10 joints. Again, we should go back to US Steel for a second. Crypto Ghost. And like, it's really cool because you have like this level, 31.64 to $30, that's been broken and is being regarded as support now for the first time since April of 2018. And you know, that's different context there. You were already on the way down, you're on the way up now. But as you can see, it's been a multitude of times. Look, go back to history, man. Like, this is a real level, like 2004. And then you have like the peak 2012, 13. You got a valley in 2017. I mean, like, if you stay above this level long enough, the target's easily $44.20 to $46 up there. But yeah, I mean, just huge spike in volume on a gap. It's almost, it's so close. It could be a breakaway gap, where that means so much volume, such a disparity in price from the one day's close to the next day's open that, again, you may not be filling the gap anytime soon. Therefore, number go up, and at least we have a good easy target of $38.80 to test the high from March of last year, and then $44.20 to $46 up there. There's your X, your US Steel. I know you were probably just kidding. You probably didn't even want this, but okay. So Ani, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I did not see that, but again, I apologize, but it's not like I'm not going to look at your asset. Mara, he said it's starting to look good again. We can look. We'll look right now because that's actually like up on deck, and then after that would be ILV for Anon. So thank y'all for the contributions. Seems like I might need them coming up, you know, going through the 30s. The Great Depression maybe is upon us. But that just sounds like scare tactics. Okay, so here's Marathon Digital. Yes, up 11.5%. Like all the miners kind of just blew up after hours yesterday, and it seems like they kept those gains. There's a gap here at 886. You're down almost 4% after hours, so understand that. If you were blessed enough to get a bullish back test of $8.86, you'd be, again, reconfirming the validity of an area that's been resistant support as support and a gap fill. So you'd be getting two birds stoned at once, again at 886. So if like, I mean, that's everything. Like, that's all I can tell you right now is it's pretty volatile because of crypto. It's still below the 200-day moving average. Tested it today for the first time since September, but like clearly that was kind of rejected there. So if you get that bullish back test and buyers defend it and it holds, it could be pretty easy to strategize a stop loss entry and take profits. As you can see, that is the line in the sand on Mara, $8.86. So if you're asking about targets, yeah, I mean, like you said, 12 to 13. That, yeah, I mean, like that could be a decent target. Look, you swing high from April 18th of this year, and a high from August 29th, 29th of this year. So yeah, those could you could target that way if you were so inclined. But you know the major hard targets like 1950. That's the big one up there. That's, yeah. Thanks again, Ani, for the $20 super chat. That would be about $5 back in 1929 or less, right? It'd be like $2.50 back in 1929 times, and that's huge contribution. I should make my request should be like saying like $3 request or like $2.50 request, or no, it should be like, who knows? I don't even know. Like, could someone do the math or like look it up? Like, what was what in 1929? Because I'm thinking like, man, a 69-cent request or something stupid. It could be bad. Looks like a backup. Could be. Look, as long as a higher low gets put in than the March low, you're probably fine. Someone's looking at this maybe like Wyckoff accumulation, which they're not like wrong. I think just, you know, keep your eye on the inflection points. We know them very well. 5, 886, $20. So yeah, you're on to something here. All right, ILV was next. As we have less than 21 minutes till the daily close. If you're enjoying the Black Thursday 1929 anniversary stream, hit that like button, that bullet sub. Thanks for being here. Yup. Thanks for being here. Okay, this is my Midwestern accent. Okay, all right. So this man wanted the ILV on Binance on the daily and the weekly. He said, well, we have ourselves a completed M shape, certainly. Actually made a 100% retrace. Alright, so here we are. Okay, ILV. You can see the lows, the highs. Unfortunately, you're off those lows, $38. And the target from here is easily $52 to $53. As you can just see, the levels of inflection from history. The good news, breaking above that 200-day simple moving average. Truly for the first time since you were above it in April of 2023. I do not count a tweezer top reversal at it in June of this year, or the failure to even test it in August. So that's a major development. Yeah, you just got like this major 100% retrace with a type 2 return, by like it's like type 1.
In 1920, you could buy marijuana for just a few pennies. But in 2024, you need a whole monster's wallet to afford it.
Dude, does this Tangia like come up with puns, or is this like literally y'all like? Because there are other AIs that like speak like the entity would, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We don't talk about the devil's lettuce. We're gonna get our funding taken away from the paper companies, right? They have banned hemp. The pharmaceutical companies, the tobacco companies, all of the companies have waged war against the marijuana companies. Well, they're not even companies, just a plant. Alright, so I can just like get it real cute here and make it pretty. You know, like when I make the charts kind of pretty and simple for any human eye to see the inflection zone, why it's there, and that's the target from here. It's up 10% on the day. Fantastic. Great follow through from yesterday. Decent volume coming in. And again, you have a hard target from here. So, and it looks like type 1, type 2 maybe of a, you know, harmonic that kind of hopped, went to a hop level. You could paint it. You don't really have to. But is it not so significantly similar to the November 2022, January 2023 lows before the big rally? One low, no one knows. Second low, everyone knows. Coca-Cola, I mean, I looked at Coca-Cola. Yeah, like, what a short squeeze. Ran up test resistance. You're talking about real life. You're talking about 1929. You can't, there's no data on it. It starts in 1968. Sad dates. Coca-Cola had a bad day today, October of 1929. It wasn't a good day. Among one of the greater of the losers. So you see it's like 100% M shape with a type 2. So, yeah. Like Matic, but worse. But okay. And that was the last formal request. Again, just trying to have a good time, trying to have fun. I want you to find someone else in the entire world that is paying honor and homage to Black Thursday. There was no intervention from the government nor the Federal Reserve at the time. That's why things got so bad. No circuit breakers. Circuit breakers did not get implemented until after 1987. Black Monday, October 19th, 1987. A lot of crazy stuff going on around this time. Good and bad, by the looks of Bitcoin going up.
Eric asked me, in 1920, a puff of marijuana cost a fortune. By 2024, it's as common as seaweed in the sea. Times be changing, me hearties. Ah, me friend, you be talking of the wondrous transformation of the times. Aye, back in me day, a puff of marijuana was worth its weight in gold. More precious than the finest pearls. But now, in the year 2024,
God,
it's as common as seaweed
come
in
on,
the sea.
man. Don't do it like that.
The tides have turned, and the winds of change have blown across the Caribbean, bringing with them a new era of acceptance and relaxation. What a time to be a pirate, sailing on the sea of green. Arr!
Wow. Thanks for exploiting the Tangia. Tangia people, they keep adding these, and they're just auto-enabled. And so every day, like that, I don't look at that and disable those. Someone uses them and abuses. Just use the one like that's actually like available, like all of them, you know. All right, thanks, dude. So look, the short squeeze up against a major resistance. It takes you back to that August 2019. That was tested today. You gapped up. Are we gonna bearish abandon baby? Was it earnings? Yeah, that earnings. Okay, they had a beat. That to me like screams, will fill soon. You know, that was like your first formal bearish backtest, really, of that key level as resistance. So, yeah, okay. Too long, that's kind of crazy. It's an everyday gap. It is not a breakaway gap. Therefore, huge probability of eventually filling. Meaning it would draw down to $54 just to fill again. So, but yeah, hey, man, the buyers offended. 52.45. They even spring back tested. Wow, before all this. Crazy. Crazy stuff, man. That's like actual reality. Look. Support from 2021. a couple times. Isn't it like what we always look for? Where, oh, it's a bearish breakdown confirmed, and then the next day no follow through, just right back above it, and then look, the formal touch, reconfirming its validity before going higher. To do what? To go test the next resistance. Oh my God, it's so insane. It's so crazy. I can't believe this news. TA gonna be respected. Love it. So yeah, we did have a squeeze today. We had ourselves a squeeze. Squeeze on Spotify, on Fitch, on Stitch Fix, up 15% here. Mother of God. They're keeping it going. They really are. Spotify up 10%. Mother of God. Back above that key 160 level. And it's not a joke. Yeah, that's a big break. A decent volume. I don't know if it's a breakaway gap. Probably not. Doesn't seem like it, but it's uptrending. You cannot take it away. It seems like you're still in an uptrend on Spotify since the bottom last year. From December last year when we bottomed, okay? There's your far-fetched. No one really cares about this one. It's just a loser that's squeezing. Congrats. No one cares. Can't even tell. Speaking of marijuana, the Tilray. Here's your Tilray. It's just kind of a joke. Like, there's just, they get destroyed and then they just have big days like this. And it's punishing the day traders, the ones that are just like short. Straight up short on these. I don't know. Like, have fun, you know.
Hello, brother. Hope you are well today. Let's take a look at our favorite, Harry Potter Obama Sonic Danny New. The ticker is Bitcoin and all other coins are obsolete. Looks like it's in the final phase of Wyckoff accumulation. Best chart is on Uniswap.
Thank you. We'll look at Harry Potter Obama Sonic Inu 10 coin. Thank you, dude. Sure, why not, man? Why not? We're just look. I mean, you should like pick a random stock that's been getting murdered, and this is what you're getting today. It just happens. It's like, who cares? Like, whatever. That doesn't change anything on any of these. These are not trend reversal candles happening. Just short squeeze. Like Shopify up 2%. I mean, dude, it's just, look how close you are to getting wrecked, but they just keep coming in, man. Look, 51.30. It's not a joke. Look at it. It's right there, dude. And it's a swing high back from March 2020. They're somehow defending it. They've been trying to defend it since late September, though, like a whole month. And is this Rudy Boo or not? We need to get some real price action when we're in direction. This is just chop
Thanks
fest.
for being here through the FUD. I know FUD through the adversity I face. 2024 is going to be huge with the halving and election. It's good to see a fleet to quality with Bitcoin and the future of money.
Thank you, Cactus Leo. Man, imagine if Donald Trump actually said that about Bitcoin. Dude, it would be over for fiat. My God. Thanks, dude. 2024 will be a crazy year, though. I mean, if you thought 2020 was insane, just wait until you see what the global communists have in store for us. They've already figured out what they're doing, right? Imported the third world into all the Western countries. And then this attack on Israel, and then the war breaking out between the Hamas and Palestine and Israel, and now it's like, oh, now we see, now there's destabilization and riots and fighting, and every day someone's getting like accosted in the West, in every country. 2020, you know what's going on, $2 billion worth of riot damage. Well, just wait. Just wait. It's going to be crazier this time. Okay, so, yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at that one request you were talking about. Harry Potter Obama Inu coin, of course. Which one was it you said? Uniswap? Of course. Oh yeah, this is the old one. This is the old data. It was Kang. It's still Kang. Like, you gotta love how it's like a fractal, almost like where all this right here became this. It was a huge pump. I thought this already happened, though. I thought we, like, looked at something like this and it just did similar stuff. So now we got ourselves... I like that. This is why I love candle closes, man. Oops. Sorry. Dude, what in the... Why is this happening? There we go. Good God. So you see it, right? That's just, it becomes a level, all right? They defended it, nice engulfing candle, and then you run in, and then today you almost made all-time highs. You were very close. Your highest level since August 15th. And that's it so far. I don't know what to tell you. Insane candle yesterday, up 7.6% today, but at one point, this asset was up, what, like 75% in value on the day? So imagine buying up there. Some idiot out there bought. They probably market bought. They're like, oh my God, dude, I gotta buy it now. And yeah, get wrecked, dude. So what a trend. It started with what? It all started with an M shape. I remember this, an M shape that ended up turning into a type 2.
What's up with Bitcoin?
And then
Cash?
a huge rally, and then the new lows get put in.
Jesus Christ, Mong.
The higher low than the previous low, and then gone again, and here we are, right? It's just, okay, you're just uptrending. The asset is in an uptrend, and you cannot argue with that. Higher highs, higher lows. What's up, just saying 3,000. What's up with Bitcoin Kaz? Are the altcoins going to move? Well, I'm glad you brought up Bitcoin Kaz. You all know Bitcoin Kaz, right? What's the problem, brother? What's the issue? What's the issue with Bitcoin Cash, man? What is the issue with Bitcoin Cash? Stop. So, remember that time before the announcement of the fake news when Bitcoin Cash was formally backtesting a key inflection point of all inflection points on this chart here once and then twice. And then it was like, you know what, man? You know what? That is a perfect way, perfect area to strategize a tight stop loss, an entry on the formal backtest, right? One time, no, second time, everyone knows. It's like a formula. It's like it could fail. And I'm not even acting like I knew what was going to happen next, right? You cannot have that mentality. Too many people do. Well, I think it's going to go this way. No, you just know how important of a level it is, and you let it ride. And today, formally, first target of the trade setup achieved. 260, right? Hits it in what? Some traders take some profits. And it's pulling back, and then most likely what's going to happen is it will pivot to making a higher low than the low we saw just in mid-October, and we'll run and probably see a second target, and if things do what crypto does, you'll probably see a bonus third target at $500 eventually. So, what are you worried about? What's the problem? Seriously.
You worry too much. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay. So you seemed a little discouraged or distraught about Bitcoin Kaz. You said it, Bitcoin Kaz, man, all right? And there's nothing to worry about. It's good. It's just, here's the thing, though. I mean, gonna underperform Bitcoin. You've been warned about Bitcoin dominance since the spring back test. All of you. If you watch this stream in any capacity for any time and we go to Bitcoin dominance, this was all identified in real time. Just go back to like November of 2022 and just look around for the Bitcoin dominance analysis. And you will see the identification of the spring back test of the key inflection point. And then you could go to like January of 2023 and you will find the classic accumulation structure identified, which is 3 rising valleys. And then it was all up. And then we transitioned into phase E on the breakout with a backup out above the trading range. And now you're out of the backup and you're flying. And your target, 60%. Okay. Yeah, Krika, yeah. Oh, Waldo Young, man. Waldo Young thinking the worst is over. The panic levels of stock prices will stand long as bottoms. What a scrub, dude. One other thing that President Hoover said today was the construction and building material industries have been to some extent affected by high interest rates induced by stock speculation, and there has been some seasonal decrease in one or two other industries, but these movements are of secondary character when considered in the whole of the situation. Okay? We're gonna be fine! It's not a joke, this is my life! Alright, so we got like 3 minutes till your daily candle close, and it will be the highest daily candle close on Bitcoin of the year 2023. So there will be things to rejoice in moments' time. Yeah, of course. There, Discord pin. Okay. I haven't even opened up my chat box today, to be real with you. We've kind of just been winging it, man. Is it even working? Yeah, there's the Discord link. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. It's free to join, and it's like you get educational resources. You get, like access to the conversation when this live stream inevitably ends. Everyone's in your chat and stuff. Well, that continues when I'm not live. And then it's also, you get notified when I go live. Like, you will miss insane live streams that are at 5 a.m. or 10 a.m. or midnight on huge pumps, because YouTube will fail to notify thee. No, dude, no, you cannot bomb one of those asbestos lucky strikes, okay? You cannot. We are going through what seems to be hard times, but we've had such a good decade. I don't think it's going to end, man. I'm kind of with the Waldo Young here. The bottom was put in today. Not really. But also, big shout out to many people have renewed. It's different because we've splintered into two different ways. You can join the premium Discord, and it's like Patreon and premium Discord. It's like OORE. Thank you for like joining for the first month. I really appreciate that. And George Child Felix, thank you for the 3 months of support, continued support. Thank y'all. Okay, much love. We do have, well, that's not that, sorry. Right here. It is officially a local on the 8s. Local on the 8s. We're going to go to Bitcoin, and we're on Bitcoin. Hello, just saying. Did I even pop up yet? It says look at Elf Coin. I'm sorry. You want me to look at Elf Coin? Elf stock, not Elf Coin, my man. All right. We'll do it as soon as the local on the 8s are concluded. That'll be in a good, 30 seconds or so. So we can play the Jesus Jumps. Oh my God, the iShares Bitcoin ETF has been relisted? Are you kidding me? Can we get some confirmation?
Hey man, look at ELF stock. Is this rocket going to keep on flying?
Indeed.
Bitcoin cash.
Many olas to everyone. Jesse Livermore analysis. Bro, don't even. I'll just say. That is not the way I ever want my life to be lived. Not like Jesse Livermore, bro. I had a conversation about Jesse Livermore on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange when I was visiting last week.
Those Wright brothers are a bunch of hooey, if you ask me. No gooders. Commercial flying in the United States of America? Not in a bazillion years. Akamarakas people wanted to fly. That's for the birds. That's why I'm short. Western Air Express. 4 shares, good sir.
Oh my God, dude. Thanks so much, Gordo. Yeah, I think it's a bunch of hoopla too. A bunch of hooligans running around in tights with a bunch of pieces of wood trying to fly things. They should be worried about taking care of their families. What are these young punks doing? I'd also possibly short with you. I'd tail you on the short. Thank you. Matthew D, we have a problem, man. Like, and I think you know what the problem is. You, Matthew D, know what the problem is. Do I have to do it? Come on, bro. What happened? Now we start. Oh, remember my analysis? Harbaugh terrible, and all of a sudden something changed. New data came in, and now we're understanding what happened. Maybe. Dang, dude. Dang, bro. Did we do the Jesus chimes? All right. New day. Jesus chimes. It's now October 25th, 1929. Hopefully the selling is behind us. Bro, if you haven't seen the latest, you need to go watch the video clips. And then like all the evidence of like that Scallion, that Coach Scallion, he like has bought tickets to like 11 of the 13 previous games. Like Big Ten games of like big opponents. Like it's just so much evidence now is like piling up that it's getting like, how do you just ignore it? Or even be like, hi, I'm a Michigan fan. And this is all FUD. Like you can't even, there's so much evidence. Anyone else see any of this, what I'm talking about? Dang cactus, that's fighting words. Matthew D might block you now, okay. What's up, Eric? So someone brought
Eric
it up.
Morris super chatted $30.
They had mentioned
love the
it
nostalgia and love your bra. Keep it real and thanks for the sanity check with the DA.
Thank you so much, dude. Yes. We're keeping it real. When keeping it real goes wrong, on the sovereign financial debt crisis we got going on under the hood. Someone said that like $20 was like $15 was like $1.11. So $1.11 request today. Just kidding. What's up, Vreeze, man? I didn't know that Jason, like Jason, the scary bad guy, his last name was Vreeze. Did you know that? A fictional murderer, supernatural killer shares your same last name. And I didn't know this. I learned that someone like way back put like a replica, like statue of Jason at the bottom of one of like the Great Lakes. So if you're ever scuba diving at the very bottom of the Great Lakes, just don't be freaked out if you see a Jason statue sitting there. Don't be scared. Good Lord. Okay, let me check my notes here. Elf stock. All right, we're gonna look at elf stock. All right, let it be known, chat. Let it be known. We like totals eclipsing the highs from July, and now the highest daily candle close confirmed since April. And a back test, like a breakout and a back test. Really cool, man. Like, all right, okay. Starting to feel okay. Let's see if it can continue, though. Elf stock. Elf beauty. All right, so for elf stock, let's see here. Sorry, I was gonna do an elf quote. I'm gonna do an elf quote, a Sindarian elf quote. All right, Adar Nien E.V. Minel, our Father who art in heaven. Let us take a look. Well, you can't say it's not a big correction just going on in an otherwise very, very bullish trend. Good Lord, man. Yeah, all these beauty companies, man, like Ulta 2 is just doing it. Like, you look at this and you think, man, reversion to mean at some point. Like, okay, yeah, we're going to attempt a rally maybe and look for the dead cat bounce. See the level. The level from April 24th was formally back tested as support. Really wasn't much of an edge, unless you just kind of say right here, whoa, what the, that the RSI was like diverging. It wasn't. It was like the same or lower low. So probably on like less significant time scales, there was some divergence in your rallying, but you have not taken out, you have not made a higher high yet than the high from September. So it's like cool that it's up 4.4%. Maybe you could even be like, it's a dragon. Yeah, it's like a, right? It's the dragon. You got the makings. Okay, all right. Well, then you're upside. At least we know Fibonacci. I mean, max upside like 123 to 130 to complete. You know, and then it hits an 886 for a shark to complete a bearish harmonic 134. So maybe you got that going on, but call me when it breaks 113. Yeah, I mean, what a run. And I really do. Like, you notice how this whole run been going on since 2022, right? There hasn't been any sort of like selling pressure so violent like this. And normally that like ushers in the whole reversal where you go through a correction that lasts a pretty long time. So that's kind of cause for concern. Though you're you know, you made your highest high in September. You had a massive drawdown. So now it's like, wherever this rally concludes, are we going to be looking at our first lower high of the entire uptrend? And that's when you start thinking about trend reversal stuff. But that move right there, pay attention. Big moves like that. Yeah, just you just have to proceed with caution and know, like the rally here, it has targets, right? If it's really gonna do it, 122 to 130. Be careful shutting back his stocks. Yeah, tell it off stock. Another eye. All right, I and J for Varese. Did he even hear what I said about the whole thing with Jason? I and J Connect. Moon Connect. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, continued, right? You think above 830, you think 1120 if the trend was continuing, and then it broke that. It broke, it's like the swing high from January 2021, the swing lows from February 2021, April 2021. Look, then a peak from May 2021. You broke that, and just really you'd think that maybe 14 bucks, 14, yeah, to $15 next level, and then like 16.80 after that. It's been killing it, man. What an uptrend. Beautiful uptrend. Don't know if we would have any sort of channel or anything. I don't think I even tried messing with that. Maybe we try to make sense of it. Maybe it's like 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then you got 3 on the bottom, and you got just 1 on the top, and maybe like overbought would be around 14.20. It's just a nice uptrend, man. Beautiful, very, very nice. The 200-day moving average was defended. It was the highest low, and now what are you doing? You're on your highest high. Very severely overbought. FOMO levels 88. As we have a new day in the crypto world. It's a new day. It is October 25th, Universal Time.
Can you check out this S coin, Sir Kang? Miria, USDT
Maria?
on Qcoin,
With a
accumulation.
What the? Maria. on KuCoin. All right. The coin of Kus. Dang, man, this does look good. Like ish. It's like you can see massive amounts of accumulation here. Like to a point where you could almost get away with being like, okay, I see the classic. The 3, right? The 1, the 2, and then the 3. Dang, man, that's...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1927. And mark my words, in the future, I'll build the biggest, most luxurious skyscrapers this side of the Mississippi, and I'll make deals that'll make your head spin faster than a Charleston dance. The future's going to be tremendous. Just you wait.
Stop. Thank you so much, Chop. All right. He said something about building buildings. All right. Get to work. We'll be waiting, man. We'll see what we can turn New York into. Thank you. So you can see this Maria on KuCoin is up against a very real level. Like where it's so real if it gets broken, there's nowhere to go. You know, massive gain in value. 30% upside above 2.1, 2.3 tenths of 1 cent. You can testing it and you're testing it. You've been testing since October 9th and you're trying to rally on putting in another low here, a higher low, just accumulation coming in. But you got your work cut out for you, right? But it's good. Every time there's too much supply, not enough demand, the buyers relent, the sellers take over. But what happens? Somebody who's been accumulating for, it looks like the greater part of a couple months, it looks like they're continuing to accumulate. So you keep testing this level, you're absorbing remaining supply, and eventually you would run out of supply. And if this resolved the way it looks, you could break these levels and head to that 30% upside target. Okay, and right above that, 3 tenths of 1 cent, you got 3.4 tenths of 1 cent. Just gonna be one at a time, man. These candle high closes, it's like 4.169. Let's just say 4.269.
Is that a joint?
Tenths of 1 cent. All right, it is a very nice structure here. It is. I'm not gonna argue. That's pretty good. Someone out there, more than before. Don't want you to post this for patrons, dang, man. Got everyone, whatever. There it is. Beautiful. All right. Fern Shot hype in the chat. The children of Fern. Think I'll be investing in Soup Kitchen soon. Have your alerts set up on this one. All right. Well, chat, I've been live about an hour and 15 minutes, and what are you worried about? Everything is swell, splendid for Bitcoin. Buyers defended those index funds supports for now. And we're going to get some more data in the coming days, and it's going to be exciting to see. These are very active market conditions right now, and frankly, this is the type of market activity we dream of on the Bitcoin breaking key inflection point in the next major one. Like for real, hard targets, 40K, 38, 40K. Very overbought still, sitting at a good 86. That is the highest RSI reading we've seen on Bitcoin since the beginning of the year, January 16th. So you think any pullback, just to reset that. But like really, no bearish divergence anywhere yet. It's been too violent. But yeah, just know we're overheated, big time, on the daily RSI. Okay, so thank y'all so much for coming out. Really appreciate y'all. And, concluding this stream with this one called My Valentine. We got more whippersnappers out of the Midwest creating this content, so be sure to send them some mail letting them know you appreciate their work. All right. Thanks for coming out. and I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the T. A. My name is JP. I am an analog machinery. Something. I have a robot machinery analog vagina. All right, that's it. Peace.